Mr. Mark, the Back Row Ministry, the world premiere, coming at you again live and direct from the Kia Optima Studios. All right, here we go again. As MC Likes said, hot damn ho, here we go again. Josh Gordon traded 3 games within the season. When is the last time we've seen this take place? A player, we see it in the NBA, we see it in baseball, but rarely do you see in football a player being traded after the second game of the season. You rarely see these type of deals be made. Pretty much, I was under the belief that, free agency and any contract deals like this couldn't be made. But all of a sudden, dead inside the season, a person is just traded. I've never seen it before. Maybe I haven't been paying attention, but I've never seen it before in football. You see it in basketball a lot, but baseball, but rarely in football. So Josh Gordon mysteriously traded to the New England Patriots, possibly setting up another scenario, Super Bowl scenario, where the Patriots are back in the Super Bowl. When does this shit get old? Honestly, when does the NFL decide that enough is enough? When do the fans decide that enough is enough? Why is it every year the Patriots have to be in the Super Bowl? Why is it every year the Patriots have to be in Super Bowl? Has it come to the point where the only team you deem marketable at this time is the Patriots? And how did you get there? How did we get to a point where only one team is marketable? We see that in college football. One team is marketable. People will only tune in to either watch Alabama win or Alabama lose. And it's becoming the same way with the New England Patriots. Either the Patriots are baby faces or the heels. Regardless of how people view them, people tune in to either watch them be baby faces, which is to win, or to be heels, which is to lose. Either they're the good guys or the bad guys. The people love to either hate or like the Patriots. So how did you get to that point where you don't have any baby faces, you don't have any heels, you don't have any take it or leave it teams? You got one team, the Patriots. And every year you feel that fans must be barraged by this team in order for the Super Bowl to be marketable. So here we are, possible year 2 of the same crap. Tom Brady with the 41 on his age, the 13th prime number, we learned. Coming into this Super Bowl, good chance he might be in the Super Bowl again. Don't know who the opponent is at this time in the NFC. I threw out my opinion that it would be Brady, Eli for the last time. Eli possibly has Brady's number, which is 13, and defeats Brady, and Brady goes down as being chosen never to beat Eli Manning. Never to beat Eli Manning, possibility. I threw around if we don't see the Patriots, because this Gordon move could be just the end of the Patriots where everything just begins to fall apart. I also threw around the possibility of the scenario of the Packers versus the Steelers. Now, I grabbed this opinion due to them being the 2 teams focused on in the tie. And both of these teams now have been caught up in the tie scenario. And, they haven't played in a while. It's been a while since that Super Bowl where the Packers beat the Steelers, and possibly the 7th win comes against the Packers. Steelers get their 7th Super Bowl championship by defeating the Packers. 2 great franchises meet, clash. Aaron Rodgers right now kind of being portrayed as the great one. We see Roethlisberger back in the news. I guess they're going to sacrifice Ben some more. He's being once again accused of being a strong arm. That's what we call him. Ruthless strong arm Roethlisberger. But I threw that possibility on the table as well. And another possibility with the 41 of Brady, I threw the possibility of the Colts versus the Bears. 2 young quarterbacks, Trubisky and Luck, squaring off. And we talk about first Super Bowl wins. Remember, it was the Colts who played the Bears, and Peyton Manning got his first Super Bowl. So kind of some things out there I'm looking at as far as a couple of options for Super Bowls for this year's Super Bowl that we can see some teams we can see. I'm still not going to take it off the table of Atlanta being a team, the first team to win the Super Bowl at home. I'm still going to keep that on the table. And I want to really see how that pans out this year. Can Atlanta be the first team ever to win the Super Bowl at home? Kind of the payback for Georgia having a sellout last year. If not, Georgia possibly can win national championships this year to make up for last year. We don't know. But a lot of various scenarios out there. But if, like I say, if people don't believe this shit is scripted, just play along with the script. You see still at the games, people just yelling and screaming and crying and looks of this other disbelief off of stupid plays. These are all Auburn LSU games. Just the stupidest stuff went on in that game. And at the end, the fans, oh my God, we lost. Yeah, you lost. We're gonna lose anyway. But just, watch this stuff as a scripted sport. That's all you have to do to get some enjoyment out the corner. Just watch it as a script. You don't have to get all enthralled and entangled in this garbage. So like it's like, for instance, last night with I'm checking what happened with the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. Like I tell people, I watch a lot of wrestling, so I'm used to certain scenarios coming up, and you're looking for certain scenarios in a wrestling match. Is somebody going to win clean? When we say win clean in wrestling, that means that there was no interferences, no countouts, just a straight 1, 2, 3 pin or submission. But you look for things like somebody coming in, messing with the match, a dirty tactic sometimes in a match, something like that. Somebody being sacrificed to do something stupid. Something stupid happens. So I was not thinking that to get Baker Mayfield over, this is how we use the term get over in wrestling, basically that you put a person on a pedestal, basically you make him popular. And certain wrestlers would lose to a person to make that person popular. They might lose a match. Hogan will lose to somebody. Ric Flair will lose to somebody. Roman Reigns would lose to somebody to make the person popular. So to build a popularity. So Baker Mayfield's popularity got built up yesterday. That's what he's brought in for, to be the savior. Tyrod was never there to be the starter. So we have this whole thing with Isaiah Crowell fumbling the ball yesterday. And they used Isaiah Crowell to get Baker Mayfield over. They sacrificed Isaiah Crowell. Now remember, Isaiah Crowell used to play with the Cleveland Browns. So they used him as a sacrificial lamb for the Cleveland Browns to get their first win in over 600 games. Scripted for it to happen yesterday. Scripted for this to happen yesterday. So, all this is part of the ritual. All this is a part of the script. Remember, sports ain't nothing but the soap opera for men. That's all sports is. So this was all scripted to go down yesterday. And, I wasn't thinking they would use Crowell as the sacrifice. I said, maybe they'll have somebody else fumble the ball. Because I knew that the Browns were going to win. I got Crowell on my fantasy football team. So I just needed him to get some points yesterday, which he did. But I didn't think they were going to, allow him to be the guy who gave the Browns a victory. But this is how the script goes. So Crowell fumbles the ball, does what he does, and then the Browns win the game. So a bunch of BS, but this is how the script works. So I thought they would get somebody else, possibly the quarterback, possibly a receiver to fumble a ball, possibly Bilal Powell to fumble the ball, but they chose Crowell, the former Cleveland running back, to give the first victory to his former team. So it's all a script, ladies and gentlemen. Once you kind of get to the routine and ritual of what's going on in the game, you'll be able to see turnovers before they even happen. You see the dumbass play before it takes place. So don't get your heart, like we always say on this channel, don't get your blood pressure up about foolishness. It's the Mocky Back Row Ministry. Peace and hair grease.